Pull this little thing forward.
Yeah. Chris is a vlogger now.
Oh
my gosh, I truly look like I've been through something.
We have been through a lot together over the past 3 days.
About
the past 10 years! Isn't it funny that I've known them longer than I've known you?
That's weird.
We discovered actually last night that like the second time, I met Chris briefly one time when I was pregnant, and then the second time I met Chris was when we started wedding planning.
Who have you received the most emails from in your entire life?
This person.
Sorry.
No.
It was amazing. Like a double-edged sword. Like a lot of emails, very stressful, but I would never have not done it that way.
She's the best gift we've ever received.
Yeah.
Maybe besides each other.
Jesus is being the best gift of church, so I'm gonna go with the heart.
We're gonna re-gift Jesus to everyone this Christmas. But a close second, Brianna and Noland.
Shut up. Guys, we are at my house, but I have people here that don't live here.
I thought you shared a house with someone.
Oh yeah, I do. I share a house with my husband, John. You know, like females, we just like my closet.
Yep.
My kitchen.
I've seen the closet. It's mostly your closet.
You see his side?
No.
He has more clothes than I do.
I'm gonna be taking a deep
serious?
dive.
This is a dangerous thing for me to witness because our closet's not that way.
You have a solid 15% of the closet.
I wanted to put them in the hot seat for the wedding. It's post-wed.
2 months and some change.
Yeah.
As newlyweds.
Wow. And they had to come here to hang out with JP and I because you don't get to hang out when you plan and
I know. Probably the day after the wedding, we were like, we miss Brianna.
Missed them too, and they went to Africa, so it was like
During those days, like especially wedding day, it was like all business. You were like CIA earpieces, like very serious. Everything was structured down to the minute. So like we didn't really get to hang with you.
Yeah, you guys were so sweet because we are friends and have known each other forever. They were like,
Enjoy the wedding.
Enjoy the wedding.
Let loose.
I said, of course, you know I totally will.
No.
Never was that ever happening, but it's fine.
What's the biggest like stress of that day for you?
Biggest stress, I think that I haven't
The police, when the police came?
Oh no, that was great.
The police came to our wedding.
Yeah, the police came. Oh, have I told you about your dad when the police came? Chris's stepdad Paul had like done all of this amazing like back end, knew the rules, knew the time frame, so we were all within that, like well within that, right? Police come, they're like, shut it down. Actually my assistant like answered the door and I was like, Paul was not upset. He was
enjoying
He was
it.
excited.
Living
for this
his
moment.
best life. I know the rules. I know Teresa from HOA. Have her call me. Actually, like I was like kind of fired up about the police. I was like, watch us dance
You know
till 10
Paul.
p.m.
You know Paul loved. So what was the most stressful thing?
Oh yeah, okay, so I think the biggest stressful thing was that I had a great team that came with me. Like, how many people did I bring? 2, 3.
5?
3.
Really? I felt like there were so many of you.
We just multiplied. It was at the peak of the day when it was like, okay, because you guys didn't want to see each other. You get to the church first, I'm with you. One of my assistants is with you, and you're arriving, but then 2 other people are at the house, and they are taking guest arrival to get on the buses. This was all just like all happening at once, and I'm just like a tad of a control freak, so I couldn't be in everywhere at once. It's a lot.
Yes.
But I feel like it went well.
I thought you were gonna talk about.
There's some things that you just kind of take to the grave a little bit.
That's true. They're bound to happen.
Something happens at every wedding. Okay, what was y'all's favorite part of planning?
Planning? Oh, food tasting.
Really just hanging out with you, like going to Scottsdale. The food tastings were awesome. In general, my favorite part of planning, like all encompassing, was being able to like make fun content.
You guys still need to do a show with Chef Michael.
Oh, Chef Michael. Yeah, Chef Michael's a legend.
Which, by the way, when they called me to plan their wedding, they're like, we're doing it in Arizona. I'm a Dallas planner. So like, and we do destination, but I didn't know any vendors. Do y'all know how I found your vendor? I went to Four Seasons Scottsdale, and then I looked at their Instagram to see what vendors they were using, and just like literally Nancy drewed and found great people.
But I think there's like a method to your madness. To be able to weed through every single vendor in all of Arizona and somehow find the top like best. The method to what you were doing research wise.
Yeah, for sure.
I think one of the most interesting things was we had the reception at Chris's parents' house. And I think I had heard like, oh, you know, you're gonna have to do a lot of rentals and stuff. I think I was kind of naive to understanding like, if you want to have your wedding or your reception, especially at like a private home or a place that's not usually for weddings, I think it's a lot more work.
Absolutely.
But you forget, like, oh, we have to bring in toilets and a dance floor and lights and a
budget.
power generator.
Yeah. Literally down to every pitcher you're bringing in everything. Over there, Chris.
Just
He has a little sippy.
liquid.
But we had so much fun on our Arizona trip. So I'm sorry you weren't there, JP.
Yeah, JP is super dad. He's a master parent. So like we were talking about this the other day. He does not babysit Foster. He
Oh
parents.
gosh. This might be an unpopular opinion. I don't care. Mostly women who say, my husband is babysitting. You mean taking care of their own child who they have 50% like equity in?
It's an equity partnership.
It's an equity partnership, 50-50 people. You're
Yeah.
never babysitting our future children.
I know.
They're your
I'm
kids.
glad you're doing it.
Wait, what was it like working with us? Because we've never been married, but you've done like a million weddings. Where do we fall in the lineup of crazy?
So chill. I've never planned a friend's wedding before.
Really?
No.
Because you have to like get along, know you're gonna like not ruin your friendship.
Yeah.
I would have let you do whatever you wanted, sort of.
Like you guys were so nice to trust me and respect my opinion. I really like appreciated that. But also I hoped that I was able to take your vision and present things that were you guys.
100% you did.
What did you think it was going to be like? As far as the actual process, because it was 4 months.
It was
pretty
fast.
quick.
I knew it was gonna be a lot.
You did.
Yes. That's why I SOS'd you like immediately. I was like, calling in Brianna, do you think you're available? I don't want to speak for you, but was it a lot more work than you thought it was gonna be?
Yes, a lot more. Even think about like picking random stuff like tablecloths, napkins, like just all this stuff you never even think about.
Okay, favorite moment of the night that people didn't see?
Right before the ceremony, like praying with like people around me that like I just really felt the support of like friends and family. So that was really special for me. It might have been on the video, but our little private meal
No,
was like
that's not in the
really
video.
cool.
That's something that Brianna recommended, which I think is an idea that 10 out of 10 anyone getting married has to do, because the concept that you're gonna be able to eat at your wedding reception is not a thing. You're not gonna have time at all to even like look around. I didn't even see the whole reception. I didn't even see people that were there, and it wasn't even that big of a wedding.
Yeah.
So
It's really
Brianna
hard.
arranged for us, as soon as we got to the reception, before anyone even saw us, we had like a 15-minute private meal. They set up a table for us, and we just had our own little like 15 minutes together just to eat, but also just be like, we're married. It was great.
And then also the other advice is like just staying next to each other, bride and
Yes.
groom.
It's a lot harder to do that than you
Yeah,
think it's
it
going
is
to
harder.
be. Because people want to talk to you. So then all of a sudden you're like, wait, where'd they go? Like somebody, where, like some of your guy friends are like, hey man, let's just like go get a drink. You want to do that, but then you're like, wait, but if I do that, like I'm out. Like you're
Because
not
it's
getting
like
back.
you only get one shot at it, and like you want to spend it with each other. Other advice I feel like you might have given me or somebody is like, let people come to you. We were just on the dance floor, and like people could just come dance with us.
Yeah, I think
And most people did.
don't worry about saying hi to everyone because you're not going to be able to do it. Like it's just not going to happen.
And we didn't even have a big wedding. People understand and we're great, and like everybody was having a great time. So I don't even think they noticed.
No, there was too much food and dancing
Oh my
and banding.
God.
You could describe the day in 3 words. Like, what is that?
Oh my gosh, in 3 words.
3 words. I know that's hot seat stuff.
You go.
Calm, nervous, quick.
Yeah. I would say relaxing, super the most fun, that's 1 word, and fast. But in the lead up to the wedding, like so relaxed. That's another thing that was really important to me personally, was like I only wanted people around me that were gonna be like chill and calm, no stress.
One of the girls that came with us, she was like, is Joslyn always this chill? And I was like, yes, chill too.
You were a little, said you got a little like nervous right before.
Right before.
We started a little bit later just because waiting on people, and I think that you were like ready. Chris and the Efficient and Cole, which was one of your dear friends, but they were in this little bitty room. And so
Yeah.
like
Oh yeah.
nerves get high. You're closed off. So like I know what's going on. I know that people are still
Yeah.
sitting down or using the restroom, but
Yeah.
you're like, what the
Like, am I
hell? Like
missing
why
this?
are we not
Why
starting?
are we not starting?
You know what's interesting is I was way more calm during the like whole part in front of everyone at the church. I was like very present, very calm. And I was like really nervous when we got to the house for like random stuff, like speeches, first dance, like whatever, because I didn't plan anything. The scary part, getting married, I was very calm and peaceful for.
Yeah, the ceremony was my favorite part, but I've been trying to talk Chris into like taking dance classes, learning a hip hop routine, doing something crazy, and he was just like, no, I don't want to do it. Okay, cool, whatever, we won't do it. Literally, we sit down for this private meal and he's like, we need to plan our dance. I'm like, bro, are you kidding me? And he was like, okay, so then we're gonna do this.
I didn't want to do like a huge dance class lead up. Like I just wanted to
choreograph it 3 minutes before in the bathroom.
And who cares?
No one does.
But I think it was authentic.
It was great. I actually loved it. You did body rolls,
Yeah.
which was splendid.
Embarrassed of you. Everyone knows that. It represents
I love
you.
a good body roll. I think if we had done something like a waltz, it would have been very disappointing for people.
That's not me.
Our wedding was like very relaxed, like less of a sit down affair and more of a party, which is exactly what we wanted.
How was your and JP's like dance lead up? Did you guys do waltz classes or?
Funny, you should ask.
Yes, we did.
Okay.
But here's the kicker. I hated that whole experience. That was not fun for me. So I would like pretend I was sick or had to stay late at work or whatever. So JP would go to dance lessons by himself and have to teach me. He's actually sitting like right over there, rolling his eyes to a massive degree. That was silly, and then we forgot it, and it was stressful, and it was like I was stepping on her toes. I'm just horrible at dancing. I even love the rock and sway. Like, don't stress yourself out over the first dance. Everybody just wants you to see you be loving. And
don't stress yourself out over anything.
Amen.
Why are you getting married? You love each other and you want to share your life together. Just like have fun. Not having fun, what is the point? I like really take having fun seriously.
So like for me, the most stressful part of your day was the ceremony because I knew that you guys cared the most about committing your lives to each other. When the ceremony ended, I literally stopped sweating.
Total relief.
Yeah.
It went perfect. We first went to Arizona to start having meetings with vendors that Brianna had set up. Where are you taking us? What are we doing? We'll do whatever you tell us to. Great. Casually brings up while we're in one of our meetings that we're gonna go meet with someone from the rental company. And she's like, oh, we're gonna go to Bright Rental. Someone said, oh, it used to be called
Classic Party
Rental. A girl that I was friends with from church in LA moved to Phoenix and she used to work for Classic Party Rentals.
I said, what's her name?
And I was like, her name's Haley.
I was like, great, that's our next meeting.
What? And that was, I would say, one of the coolest things about the whole wedding. Because even if we weren't friends before, like I love M Culinary, I feel like they're our friends now. Every person involved in the wedding was somehow a friend. Photographer, makeup artist. I loved that because it just made it feel more personal. People that you work with on your big day, I feel like it's important that they just like understand who you are.
For sure.
I like seeing the behind the scenes. I thought that was actually really cool to be able to witness the setup and see how it all comes together because there were so many people involved. Totally get that most people don't have access to a Brianna, you know? You're like truly a legend. Don't be your wedding planner on the day of and don't have your mom do it and don't have your sister do it. Hire someone that's either like a professional day of planner or get someone that's like outside of your circle of friends that doesn't need to like actually be enjoying your wedding. Day of the wedding, I was just like, not a single person was like, Joslyn, we need the check for, you know, the photos or we need, no one talked to me. I was just like in my own world.
That's the goal. I actually did forget Jocelyn's bouquet.
That's so funny. It would make sense because like I didn't even want a bouquet, remember?
It was in the fridge, and so this is like that time where it's accumulating and it's getting stressful and you're in your dress and you're with your mom and sister. I'm like, Kale, I'm right behind you, you know, whatever, and I'm like so sweaty. I get in my car and the church wasn't that far from the house, but I'm halfway there and I'm like, really? Brianna.
Actually a photo of Brianna the moment she realized she forgot the bouquet, or that's what we call it.
The ceremony's happening. Jocelyn and Chris are on the stage where they're efficient, and there is a rogue chair, and Awab was gonna get up and play the piano, and the rogue chair was like
in the way.
Trying to radio Allison, who was at the ceremony with me, and she couldn't hear me. What am I gonna do? Literally, there's photos of me going on stage while Brent is talking. And I'm removing a chair. And you know what? I'm so happy I did because that rogue chair would have been in every one of your photos.
I loved that the ceremony, asked people not to take photos.
Yeah, that was cute.
That was really, really great because then everybody was super present. Had our photographer, we talked to her beforehand. And not just because we're social media people, but I think in general, like if it's your wedding, you want to post the first photo. We had a whole game plan. We talked to the photographer beforehand and we were like,
it was in the timeline.
we need you to take a photo with your iPhone as like we're leaving the church. As soon as we were married, Chris and I were like in this little room. We had like our sweet moments together and we posted an Instagram photo.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool. And I also love that like if there's something like that you want to do, whether you're working with a coordinator or not, plan it ahead of time. Like slate off some time for yourself. JP and I took communion after our...
See, that's really nice too.
Yeah.
I think at some point we need to pull him into this.
Yeah, come on, babe. It's like,
Snuggle on in.
come snug.
This is against his free will, but he's being nice.
Do you
Oh,
love
look
the
at how
video?
cute we look.
Like the days leading up to the wedding, JP knows how this like thing goes. He has worked quite a few weddings, haven't you?
Oh yeah, I'm head of logistics.
BTN Events, head of logistics.
Oh, it was also Foster's birthday.
Yes. Oh my gosh, and she came.
It was her birthday the Friday before the wedding. So I was like mom guilt working and I was like, she has to come. Like I can't
Yes.
be away from her
Yes.
on her birthday.
Yeah.
We also pretended it was her birthday on Tuesday following the wedding.
She doesn't know, she's 2.
Anyways, whatever. So I was like, mom guilt can't leave her, but JP's like, Brianna, he's like, I think I should just stay here. And he's like, I just think it'd be easier. And I was like, no, no, no. This is gonna be such an easy wedding. It's super planned. He's like, babe, I just know how this goes. I was like, it's different this time. He stayed at the hotel watching Foster for 48 hours. Missed the ceremony because Foster would not go with her babysitter.
You were at the reception.
Yeah, it was
Then you
amazing.
fully
It was awesome.
fully enjoyed the reception,
enjoyed the-
but he almost didn't come.
Oh my gosh, that would have been such a tragedy if you came all the way to Arizona and didn't even come to any of the wedding.
It was so fun though. It was so fun to plan a good friend's wedding and see you guys be really happy.
We're so happy.
That was better than being a guest. I'm
And
not
I think
gonna
that's
lie.
like everyone was like, you guys just looked so happy.
You guys ended the night with spicy margaritas at your hotel.
Oh my gosh, and
And-
a box of food.
And breakfast burritos. What's the thing that you hate talking about budget-wise? Because I know budget's always hard. Like, what's the most shocking thing to most people? Like, flowers is a lot, lighting's a lot. Like, are those the ones that are like shockers?
No, because I feel like it's easy to explain to a client why you need those things. Ooh. It's the things that don't show up. For you guys, like the generator and restrooms, like, you
Restrooms
know.
were really nice.
They were nice
They were
bathrooms.
very nice.
They were party potties.
Some of my friends went in there because they said it was air conditioned and it just felt nice.
I get bathroom, like, I get that's gonna be expensive to bring a whole, but then if you're like telling a boy maybe like, hey, it's gonna cost you $10,000 for a flower on each table, like, I'd be like, no.
And y'all got your RSVP, and we had to add 4 more tables, 4 more linens, and 4 more flower arrangements.
The wedding was a lot bigger than we thought it was going to be.
Okay, this is hard. So you set a budget and say it's what, $30,000. You can pretty much always expect it to be 10 to 15%
Double.
above what double. Yeah.
You can always expect it to be double.
that.
You were really good with budget though.
I don't like surprises. I send budget updates all day long. I didn't send it, and then it was like a month later, and you're like, whoa. If you could do anything different, would you? And like, this will not hurt my feelings. I want an honest answer so that people can learn from like y'all's experience.
Anything, we tried to really think about all of that stuff.
Would you have done
upfront.
anything different at our wedding? Not married me?
No, I made the right decision there. That's a good question, man. That's tough. I mean, when you think back on like your wedding, it's so special. Like at
You
the
don't
end of the
wanna
day,
be-
like what you
yes.
said, you're marrying someone that you love and you want to be with. So, like, even if something goes wrong, it's still like the way it should be.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything I would change. It was pretty
Yeah.
fun.
I think like I wouldn't have, like, in retrospect, because it was important stuff to her. It's all gonna come in the food and in like the music. I mean, those are the big items. And the moment she said band was non-negotiable for her, it's like, okay, well, I wouldn't change that because that was really important to her. But I would have been okay with a DJ that was really good and entertaining and funny and played a lot of different types of music and save a lot of money there. If you could get like food trucks where it's like all the food, like big easy items, I'd be okay with that.
I had
So-
an In-N-Out truck. I've
Really?
done one at a wedding. I'll show a picture. It was so cute. They were from California.
So that's fun.
And they got married in Dallas, so they brought the In-N-Out truck when people left.
Yeah.
But like, it's pretty
Not
funny.
cheap.
I think I know what I would have done different.
What?
I think we would have had Chris at
Oh, we would have had I honestly can't think of anything.
I know
Maybe
what I
I
would have
will.
done.
What?
I would have altered my dress to wear flats.
Oh, did you have to wear heels the whole time? But you had on Ugg boots.
Because I stole them from my mom. Because I was like, these stupid shoes, I can't. So I wore Ugg boots under my dress. I'm not a take off your shoe person at the wedding.
No,
Never.
yeah.
I've seen too many glasses get broken
and feet getting cut open.
So I was like, I can do this. I've always done this, right? That time, I was like, Mom, wear those free Ugg boots that you were wearing. I couldn't give them back to her because they were so trash and sweaty.
I think it was great.
Perfect wedding.
I'm really happy with the way that it turned out. Thanks 150% in part to Brianna, Tyler, Noland Events, and her team of
Her logistics
experts.
team, JP.
Moral of the story, though, is when you're marrying somebody you love, it's pretty easy to have a perfect wedding. Okay, cool.
This was a great recap.
You're married, vow renewal.
Oh yes, when are we doing a vow renewal?
Chris says no because there's too many emails. But we're gonna have a vow renewal so that Chris can come.
Oh, I like that.
Well, if you guys have any questions about wedding planning in general, more questions about y'all's wedding that like maybe we can answer, then drop those in the comments. Click subscribe.
Ring the bell, get the notifications too, so that you always know when a Brianna video is happening. Because look at.
Let's go on a walk.
Oh yes, goodbye.
Bye. Oh, we forgot to say that why we looked rough because we acted like we were 21.
We went out and like you guys, you're still raging.
We still continue. The boys continue.
Light's not helping us out.
That ring light is.
Dare you not to sip on
No.
You're over 21.
You know I cannot say no to a dare.
You literally.
Touch a molecule with his tongue.
I think it's 2 drops.
If you guys live in Texas and you're still watching this video, congratulations. If you're watching this video and you live in Texas, leave a comment that says
Texas forever.
exactly. Okay, this is over. Go away.